Got a Finch knife. You know I love these Finches, man. Come on. What we got here? Let's look at it. It's a Finch Stray Dog. Linen micarta, sequoia. I'm guessing that's green. N690 blackwash. Alright. Stray Dog. That is the new Finch model. Stray Dog. Okay. Flipping the Finch warranty, and of course you get a Band-Aid in case you're clowning around like me. Wow. Okay. Let me get this box up out of here. I mean, wow. So it's got this green micarta, sequoia, I guess they're calling it, milled titanium pocket clip, and then stainless bolsters, stainless steel liners with, it's got the micarta insert or inlay on top of it. Let's get that blade out of there. Back flipper only, I'm guessing. I don't think oh, yeah, no, I'll be able to flip that. Let's get that back flipper. See this blade. It's got a lot of, like it's been polished. This is really smooth here. It's got a black stonewash finish on it. Oh wow, is that comfortable? Yeah, very comfortable in hand, and you can choke up on it. I mean, just sort of a new take on an old school, traditional looking pocket knife. Yeah, but this grip, the way this gets wider in the back, wow, is that comfortable right there. Let's run this action a little bit. So Finch action is always excellent. Like they dial these knives in, man. Wow. Here's a cool feature too. So they didn't lower this, they raised the lock bar on this side. They milled it down, but they left this up and then milled this very aggressive jimping here. It's almost combat jimping, so when you grip it, you lock in. Yeah. Yep. I mean, come on. There's a reason I dig these knives, man. There's just a specialness to these little pocket folders, man. They do such a nice job. All right, well, let's get in this one. We won't hang around. And then I love the fact they didn't machine the other side of the pivot. I mean, it just makes sense to me. It looks like a rivet. There's no reason. Saves them time and money to not machine it. You don't need it, especially if it's a locked pivot, right? I don't know that it is a locked pivot, but let's check it out. Yeah, I had to stop the camera there for a second. Okay. Let's get in this thing. Let's get in it. Somebody dropped a dime and said that Finch checks all their knives in and goes through them, kind of like what I do before they send them out. And I thought that was neat. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but it may explain why all their knives run so well. And they do. I mean, they are crisp. Look, clean in here. It's got the right amount of oils, you know. As we've done here thousands of times now, I think. I don't know how many videos we have. But it doesn't take much. It's just like exactly what I'm going to do right now. Just a little bit of wipe down. We'd normally wipe out that factory oil. The scales. It's got internal stop pins on the blade. I dig it. Ceramic ball bearing for the detent. Wipe off these little parts real quick. I mean, very simple design, but good quality parts. It's got a captured pivot, nice caged ceramic bearings. Okay, yeah, that was it. Which, I mean, again, if they're disassembling and running through the knives before they send them out, well, it explains what we find here. Find a knife that's, you know, basically, honestly, kind of ready to go. Now, I still, personally, if I purchased a knife from them, no offense to them, it's not an indicator towards them at all, I would still take it apart. I mean, even if I bought a $3,000 custom firearm, I mean, I'm not making an exact comparison, but a $3,000 custom firearm that was tuned and gone through by somebody, I wouldn't just put it on my hip and carry it. I would take it apart. I'd clean it and go through it. And that's the way I treat my knives now, too. I didn't always used to do that, but there's a lot of things I didn't always used to do. Grow older, you grow wiser, experience teaches you things, and so at the time of this video right here, which it's going to drop fairly quick because it's a newer model, and I'm pretty sure Timber's Edge Knives wants to get this listed over there. So this thing's going to make it over there pretty quickly, probably within a couple of days. But yeah, the girl just won her second state title, three finals trips with 2 titles the last 2 years in a row. She missed out on it as a freshman by a point in overtime. Almost got it done and would have had a chance at 4-time champion, but now she'll have a chance at 3. It's okay. She's currently about to start practicing freestyle for World Team Trials, so it never ends. She gets a little bit of time off in the summer right after Fargo Nationals. Let's talk about this action. Stop talking about wrestling. Very snappy. I don't think I can fail it. I'm going to try. Yeah, no fail in that action. The access to the lock bar, I mentioned this before, but this isn't lowered at all. But this is raised, and it's got this wonderful jimping on it here. And so not only does it make it easy to access the lock bar, but it comes into play in the ergonomics. It really locks my index finger back behind there. And I'll come back to that in a second. But this action, I mean, I'm going to call it, it's an A to an A minus. It's super good, really wonderful. But all these Finch knives run like Swiss watches, man. Very snappy, very hydraulic, you know, just tuned to perfection, man. Let's talk about these ergonomics. So yeah, not so confident, very confident. Well, this thing just goes whoop towards very confident. The flipper tab, the jimping here, everything just locks the fingers in. And then the wider grip to the back forces everything forward. And so it's just super locked in here. So yeah, all the way, just swoops all the way towards very confident. And yeah, this is here all day long. And as an added bonus, you can get here. And I'd much rather be here than here. Yeah, wonderful ergonomics on it. Let's check pocket clip. Pocket clip, check. Yeah, on the thick stuff, it runs out of room. It's a little too thin up here to the top, but it definitely is going to hold in the thick stuff. It's solid, locked in there. Yep, wonderful. Standard jean size material, perfect. Runs all the way in. I mean, maybe it could use a touch of tension on it. It'd be easy enough to take that off and put a little tension in it. My spot in the back pocket, yeah, leans that pocket or the clip towards the front of the pocket, the angle of it here, and maybe just slightly less than 1/4 of an inch sticking out of the pocket. I love the stonewash look to it. It's got okay tension. It's not great tension. It's okay tension. You know, but that's easy enough to remedy. Just put a little bit of curve in that, put it back on, be good to go. We'll check it for safety, make sure we don't have any blade contact, none through the back, and the tip is well recessed. So the clip is okay, the tip's good. I can handle this knife any way I want without catching that sharp part. And let's check that lock on our way to some paper. The lock is fine. And the blade is a little toothy. I am going to put a steep strop on it real quick. Just steep, just to get right on the edge to get any little micro burr that might be on there. So I'm not up on the black part of the blade at all. I'm just on the very edge of that. Just if there's any little micro metal burr rolled over on that, I'm getting it off right now. What I do, 2 passes. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, 100%. It just had a tiniest little burr on it. Yeah, it's wonderful. Crazy razor sharp. Pretty cool. All right, so this is going to go over there to Timber's Edge Knives, and let's put a price tag on it. The Stray Dog, N690. This is the, what did we call it? The spruce or some kind of green. Anyways, let me put a number on that for you. Okay, looks like it's going to be right at $150. And so keep in mind, if you subscribe over there, you get the, you qualify for the 10% discount, which would bring this thing down, what, to $135, I think? Yeah, pretty cool. Finch Stray Dog. Awesome. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching.